Hey guys, and welcome back to our small house project day 2. And so right now, this is how our house looks. Has the windows, has the door frame, has our overhang, right? And so the first thing that we're going to do here on day 2 is we're going to add a set of stairs to the inside of the house. And when we go over to our components, we're going to click on the components, and I'm going to have you go to the component area, and you're going to type long stairs. Okay, so long stairs, hit the search, and when you hit the search, you're looking for stairs, Mr. Long, right here. You're going to click on it, it's going to download the model, and you're going to put it onto the left side of the house for now. Okay, and so now what we're going to do is we're going to close this out right here. We're going to rotate this over, okay, and you're going to select that bottom edge right here with your move tool. So you're going to go over here to your move tool, select that bottom edge, and then put it onto the edge of your house just like this. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look inside the house, okay? And so to do that, we're going to select on this door, we're going to right click on it, and we're going to hit hide. And so when we look inside, now we should see a set of stairs, and you're going to see that it's going up to nowhere, right? There is no second floor that's built yet. And so what we have to do is we have to build that second floor. So to do that, we're going to go back over to our line tool, and we're going to go to find the midpoint, and you're going to draw this midpoint going all the way around the house. And once you have all 4 sides of the house drawn, you can see now it's endpoint, and it's going to go to midpoint, endpoint to midpoint, and then endpoint to endpoint. And so when we do that, when we go back inside now, you're going to see that we have a second floor. Now we're inside the house right here. You're going to scroll in, and you're going to see where the stairs, we need to cut an entrance into it, into the second floor. And so you're going to rectangle tool, and you're going to start here on the edge, and we're going to draw a rectangle going towards the edge of the house. Okay, so probably about this big right here. And we're going to select that rectangle that we just drew, and we're going to hit delete on the keyboard. And what this is going to do is it's going to open up that second floor for us to be able to go upstairs. Okay, so now we have our stairs drawn. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a border along the bottom of the house. Okay, now if the doorway being hidden bothers you, you can go over here to where it says display, and you can hit unhide, and you can hit all, and that's going to unhide your door for you. Again, display, which is the glasses, make sure you select all, and it will unhide everything. Okay, so the decorative border, we're going to rotate around, we're going to scroll in, and if your door frame does not look like this, maybe your door frame is a little bit larger, right? Maybe your door frame looks out like this. What you're going to do is use the push-pull tool and push it into about right here, right? So it kind of looks like this. Then we're going to take our measurement tool, and we're going to go up 12 inches. So 12, shift, and then inches. I'm going to hit enter, and that's going to bring up and put a guide mark 12 inches up. Okay, now once we have that guide mark, we're going back over to our line tool, and from that line, we're going to draw a line on the edge, on the edge of our door frame. Now this is going to be the guide that allows us to pull our border around the house. And the tool that we're going to use is going to be our follow me tool. So let's go ahead, and we want to scroll out till we see all 4 corners of our house from the bottom. Okay, and you can see as I go to different faces, it highlights those faces, right? And so I'm going to select this area right here, the area that we just drew. I'm going to click on it, and while holding down, I'm going to start dragging around the house. And you can see that it highlights the side that you're on, right? And so you don't have to be able to see the back side of the house. You just have that red line. Okay, and that line is saying that you're following along the side of the house. And so we're going to go all the way around our house. Okay, all the way around until we hit the front. and then we're going to let it go. Okay. Now we have our decorative border that's going around the house, and you can see that this side right here has a different color. That's just the highlight of it. And it goes all the way around the house. So go ahead and scroll around, make sure that it is going all the way on all four sides. Awesome. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to come onto the top of the house and we're going to build a chimney. Okay. So the chimney that we're going to build is going to be on the back side, on the right side of the house. So as we're looking at the house from the front, it's going to be on the right side, back side. Okay. That would be saying where the stove is going to be. Okay. Now, when you take your line tool, you can see that it doesn't click onto anything because there is no geometry to click onto. So you need to make sure that you are angled correctly. Okay. And what we're going to do is when we start drawing, we're going to draw on the blue axis first, and then we're going to start drawing onto the house. And you see it shows when it's on face. Okay. Now, once you have it on face, then you're just going to use your guide marks. Okay, so on the red axis, we're going to come back down to the blue until it clicks onto face, and then we're going to draw it back onto this axis. Now what you have to do is you just have to connect your pieces on all four sides. And then once you have all four sides drawn, then we can come back over here and we have some choices, right? We can push it up or pull it up, and then our chimney will be drawn. Okay. Now the next thing that we're going to do is on the top of the chimney, we have to offset that. So we're going to come back over to our offset tool, select that center of the face, and then offset it to draw that center circle or that center square. Now we're going to take our push-pull and we're going to push this down. Okay. That's going to show that that's our chimney. Okay, so we have our chimney drawn, we have our windows, we have our border, right? The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start coloring in our windows and our door. Okay, and so to do that, we're going to come back over here to the components. Okay, you're going to go over here to home. You're going to scroll down, and then you're going to see that there's colors. Okay, now when you hit the search bar where it says materials, okay, it's going to give you all different types of materials. Okay, so the first thing we do is glass and mirrors, and so you're going to pick a glass that you like. Okay, and you're going to start coloring all of your windows. And you notice that as you start coloring the windows, remember, if you make a mistake, just hit the back button. As you start coloring all the windows, you can see that you can see inside. Right? There's our guy inside, there's our stairs, and so on. Okay. Now you can pick any color window that you like, and we're going to continue on with the rest of the house. And so now we're going to do the door, and you can pick any material that you want for the door. I'm going to pick this material right here. And one thing I am going to draw on the door is I'm going to come back over here to my rectangle tool. I'm going to hit the circle, and I'm going to draw a little doorknob. Okay, a little doorknob right here. And then I'm going to pull this doorknob out. And I'm going to color this doorknob a metal color. Okay, so let's go over here to metal, and I'm just going to color it metal. Okay, now when you color the knobs or the whatever you're coloring, you need to make sure that you color all the sides. Okay, so let's pull this in a little bit. Boom. So now we have our door, we have our windows, and now we're going to color the rest of the house. Now you can color it anything that you want. You can see that here you have brick, cladding, and siding. And so for my house, I'm going to actually put some siding on here, and I'm going to come around, do all the sides. You can pick anything that you want. You want to make sure that you have all the sides done. Okay. And then I'm going to do my roof, right? So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look for my roof materials. So it says roofing. And so for this roof, I'm going to do this tile right here. Do both sides. And so you can do anything that you want, right? For my trim, or that bottom trim, I'm gonna do stone. So I'm gonna put stone down here. And so you're gonna have to do all the edges with stone or whatever color that you want. So you're gonna come all the way around, rotate around. There you go. Okay, so next thing we gotta do is I'm gonna do my trim. And so for my trim, I'm actually just gonna use a regular color. And so I'm gonna come back up here. I'm gonna go to my materials. I'm gonna go to home. And that's gonna give me my regular colors, okay? Regular colors that you wanna use. And so I'm just gonna use this beige right here for my trim. Okay. I'm gonna do my trim down here too. And so remember, you're gonna have to do all the edges. Okay. Okay, so you're rotating around, finish up with your edges. You have to scroll in to see those edges. All right, so now we have our trim. Now we got to do our chimney. And so for the chimney, I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to go back up to where it says materials. I'm going to hit that search. And now I'm looking for brick. And so I'm going to have this brick right here. I'm going to put the chimney as brick. Do all my edges. Okay, for the inside of my chimney, I'm going to come back to home. And I'm going to hit black. Do the inside black. All right, so there's our basic house. Now you can do anything else that you want to this house. If you want to put furniture inside of it, if you want to decorate it, if you want to change some of the colors, or if you want to add a garage or whatever you want. Okay, but this is our basic house, okay? And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back up here and we're gonna rename this project, okay? So we're gonna hit save. We're gonna hit save as. We're gonna select our drive. You're gonna select your SketchUp Designs folder, okay? And you're gonna rename it as Small House Final. So go ahead and hit save here. Now, what you have to do is you have to turn that in. So make sure you take a screenshot and then add your file link. And that's what you're going to be turning in for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know.